Hey guys, what's up? Kendali here, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. We last left off, our heroine Kendali here was just going to bed after returning home from the village and meeting a few people. So, I'm really liking it so far. The art's great, and the characters seem really nice, and I really hope I'm getting good voices for him here. I'm gonna keep trying to work on those voices for you guys. Make it more enjoyable. Let's go ahead and jump right back in here where we left off. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Oh, okay, it's singing. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Singing, but who? Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Is it Delora? Oh my god, it's Delora. I blink my eyes open, only see Delora sitting right in front of me on my bed. Oh my gosh. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. How I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Creepy. Delora? It's almost time. I pinch my cheeks to make sure I'm not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. Ah! Hi. She's human now. I hope you're ready, princess. What? My doll just turned into a human. How? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you. What is happening? I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life. All the answers will come with time. But right now, I'm here to give you something, princess. Ooh, that doesn't look good. A glass slipper. Is this Cinderella's very own glass slipper? It is beautiful, too beautiful. Then a realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch! Smart girl. I knew you'd figure that out eventually. Now it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Oh, well, it looks like her doll betrayed her. Great. Sweet dreams, Cinderella. Ooh. And this is where we get into the real meat of the story. Hey, wake up, girl. Huh? Where am... Ow, my head. You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before a customer sees you. I was in my room. How am I here? Did you not hear what I said, you filthy child? Filthy? You would speak to your crowned princess in such a manner? If you were a crowned princess, then I'm the queen. You must have been knocked in the head quite hard to have such grand delusions. I'm not delusional. I'm Kendali Riella Britain, blood daughter of King Gennaro Britain III, and the crowned princess of Angel. Right, the king never had a daughter with that witch. Is she referring to my mother? Witch. Don't pretend to be stupid, girl. I can only stare at her, puzzled. Our good king only has stepchildren, Princess Emmeline and Prince Rod, and you are most definitely neither of them. What? Now, get gone before you go spouting your crazy gibberish at my customers and scare them away. So mean. With a huff she leaves me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realize that I am wearing tattered clothes, and I do not even have shoes on. No. This cannot be happening. Something shines against my chest, and I reach up to grab it. Ooh, pretty necklace. This is... It all floods back. Delora being a witch. Cinderella's glass slipper. This is not a dream. Delora gave me the fairy tale curse. My hands begin to tremble. I must return to the palace to speak with the king. Let me in. Sorry, girl, but this place is off limits to uninvited guests. You do not understand. I am Crown Princess Kendali Riella Breton. I must speak with my father. As loath as I am to call him that, I have to. No one will believe me if I'm addressing him by his title. You best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you. If you would only... Make way for the king! The gates swing open, and 3 horses trot out. Soldiers ride 2 of the horses, while the last horse has a different familiar rider. Father! I immediately moved to block the path of his horse. The soldiers moved to hold me back. Your Majesty. What is this? Your Majesty, this girl is claiming to be your daughter. Daughter? Both of my stepchildren are in the palace right now. What? Even Father is a part of this? Father, you must help me. A witch has cursed me. For once in your life, just once, help me. You must believe me. Tell me, where is your family, child? Why are you all alone? He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He's looking at me more kindly as a peasant than he ever did when I was his own princess, or when I was the crown princess and his daughter. I recoil. You must be hungry. Take this. Well, at least he's kind of nice sometimes. This should feed you and your family for a day or two. The kingdom offers work opportunities to those who need them. Please, let your parents know. I do not want your pity, Father. Please, escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely. At once, Your Majesty. I watch as my father and his 2 guards ride away on their horses, leaving me to stand in their dust. He left me alone. Again. Where is your home, girl? There is nowhere left for me to go. Father has forgotten me. Leave me. Now look here, our orders were to leave me alone. Suit yourself. Can't say we didn't try. Don't cause any more scenes, little girl. I watch with blurry eyes as the soldiers return to the palace. How can this be happening? I stare at the small pouch in my hands. I do not know what hurts more, the fact that I have just been unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I'm nothing more than a piece of garbage, or the fact that my own father does not recognize me. Oh, look at that girl's hideous dress. Ouch. How difficult it is to be poor. I clutch the pouch closer to my chest as I run to an empty alley. I huddle in a corner, trying to become as small as possible. I squeeze my eyes shut, hoping that when I next open them, everything will be back to normal. A dream? No matter what happens, you must not leave this palace. Why? The world is cruel. People will only ever hurt you. But they're always so nice to me. That is only because you are the crown princess. They will only ever think of what they can take from you. I am trying to protect you, my love. That is why you must never leave the palace. Never leave Mother. I am the only one who will ever love you so much. Do you understand? I understand. Mother doesn't seem like such a nice person. Chapter 1. The Markin? Not sure how to pronounce that exactly. And here's where we started off, with her sitting in an alley as a peasant. When I open my eyes, I'm still on the streets. I must have fallen asleep. But the nightmare continues. I'm cold in my legs. I hold myself for warmth, willing some of the cold away, but fail. My feet are numb and in pain, caked in dirt that I have gathered from walking barefoot around town. Well, there's a noblewoman, okay. Well, there's a frightful sight. Beggar, probably. Though she could try her luck with the nobility that lives around here. Ah, just look how ragged she looks. What are you looking at? At 2 women that lack the basic manners of a noble upbringing. Silence, girl. Do you know who you are talking to? No, and I don't care. What nerve. Let's just go. There's no reason to stoop to a commoner's level. I will remember you, and once I break this curse, I will make you regret your words. I became acutely aware of the fact that I have not eaten anything for almost a day. I've been sitting here, thinking on the new mess that is my life. But moping around will not break my curse. Crying will not help either. I should find that witch first. But how? I have no idea where she is. Delora, I swear I'll make you regret doing this to me. When I find you, I will find food first. Money. Is this all the king thinks I am worth? Leave, girl. A dirty peasant like you has no place in this restaurant. But why? I can pay. Find another place. They're scaring away my customers. Ouch. Am I not a customer? Shoo, there's nothing for you here. You just swatted me away like a fly. The nerve. Sensing that this will get me nowhere, I ball my hands into fists and walk away. I get the same treatment at the next 3 restaurants I try, and treated as something less than dirt, like my money has no real value. I am the crown princess. They have no right to turn me away like this. I've been eating stale bread, anything to keep the hunger at bay. The bread barely helps. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a small bakery. There are croissants on display that make my mouth water. Slowly, I begin to make my way over there. Ow! My feet ache with every step. They look and feel worse than before. If only I had enough coins for a pair of shoes. But food is more important. If the rags I am wearing and the pouch of money is all that I have, then I need to prioritize. And I will die before I beg. 2 croissants. You'll need to pay, girl. There are no free handouts here. I take a coin from my pouch and hand it to her. It should be more than enough. The shop owner stares at the coin before reluctantly taking it. She hands me 2 croissants in a paper bag. I will not ask where you got those coins. Are you implying that I stole them? How else would a beggar like you get that amount of coin? Now, be off with you, child. I won't have you scaring away any other customers. Without another word, I turn and start to walk away from the woman. So this is the goodness of the people of NGL. I take a bite out of one of the croissants, cringing a little at the dryness. Hey, girl. Now what? What now? We saw you at that shop. Want to share how you got your coin there? Excuse me. Look here. Or look at her brushing us off like she's royalty or something. Let me go. You ain't no better than us. Now be a good girl and hand over that pouch. The man on my left grabs my pouch and attempts to yank it away from me. I will not let these brutes take anything from me. I elbow the man in the stomach, then aim a kick at the other man's shin. I have an opening, and I take it. What? I pull myself free and begin to run as fast as I can. Hey! Where do I go? I'm not familiar with the streets at all. It's highly likely I'm just gonna hit a dead end. Where should I go? Go left, go right. Left is always right. I cannot let the pain in my feet or my exhaustion stop me. If I stop now, they will definitely catch me. And taking my coins may not be the worst thing they do. A dead end. Oh, damn it. Nowhere left to run now, girl. What do I do? Oh, who are you, gentlemen? This is definitely not how you treat a lady. Huh? Who's there? A shadow looms above us. Before I can blink, a person has jumped down in front of me. His body acts as a barrier between the 2 men and me. Ooh, it's that person. I don't know if they're a girl or a boy, honestly. Who are you? Oh, me? Just a passing gentleman concerned about a damsel in distress. He turns to the men, his expression calm, his eyes flashing dangerously. Now, shall I teach you gentlemen a lesson? He's got a sword. What? Come back here, you coward. The 2 of us can take him. I think your friend has the right idea. I'm not the type to show mercy. This is way too much trouble for a little gold. And they are gone. Are you all right, my lady? You found her. The boy from yesterday. A little slow, aren't you, kid? Don't call me that. These 2 know each other? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I feel ill. My head is pounding, and my feet still feel simultaneously like they are frozen and on fire. My stomach rumbles, the hunger coming back with a vengeance. My body feels light. Princess. Princess! Lady Parfait will be able to help her. You're right, we need to move now before anyone else sees us. Yeah. You have made the right choice. Ooh, the crystal in the upper left right corner indicates that you have made the right choice for a particular love interest. Each color corresponds to a certain love interest. They also appear belatedly after you make the choice, so keep your eyes and ears open. Okay. Clickoo. Hang in there, princess. Everything is fading to black. A dream? What is that in your hands, Kendale? Hey, it was hurt. I just wanted to help it. But it died. It was all my fault. It's not your fault, my love. It died because it was weak. But This is the world, Kendali. Only the strong survive. The weak get cast aside to die. You are not weak. You are strong, my crown princess, and you do not cry. Now wipe your tears. I do not want to see you cry again. Do you understand? Yes. Now get rid of that thing and wash your hands. Did you not hear me, child? Yes, Mother. Wow, her mother was not a nice person, jeez. Oh, you're awake. Where am I? This isn't my room. My hand flies to my chest. Where did the little slipper hanging from my chest go? Still here. Are you okay, miss? This girl is the maid that tore Dolores' dress? The one I fired for her clumsiness. Miss? To think that I would meet her again here, like this. Leave me alone. Right, of course. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Now what? Haven't thawed at all, have you, Ice Princess? You! Suddenly, there she is, Dolores, standing before me with a snide smile, looking happy with herself. She is the cause of everything I have been through. All the pain, heartache, and hunger. It is her fault. I try to stand, thinking to give the witch a piece of my mind, but as soon as my feet touch the floor, pain shoots up my legs. I end up falling back to the bed. Ow! You should be more grateful to the girl you just scared away. She's been taking care of you for the past 2 days. 2 days? I've been passed out for 2 days? I'm suddenly vibrating with anger. Remove the curse, now. Ha! Do you think you can just command me to remove the curse in your best princess voice? What do you want, gold? What I want is worth more than all the gold you could summon in NGL, princess. Besides, haven't you read your fairy tales? The caster cannot take a curse back. You need to focus on breaking the curse yourself if you want your life back. Mother burned the books before I could read more than 1 or 2 of them. I do not think either involved curses, just genies and trading away your voices for legs. Ah, it is good that you're awake, princess. Parfait, should you really be up and about? Don't fuss, I'm feeling much better. Are you a witch as well? Oh no, my name is Parfait, and I am a fairy. A witch and a fairy in one room, being friendly with one another? Impossible. Oh, look at her face. You weren't expecting that at all, were you, princess? What is going on? I'm sure you have many questions, princess. How do you know I'm the princess? Don't be silly. She's a fairy. Of course she knows. I promise we'll do our best to answer your questions. I don't even know where to start. What would you like to know? Why was I cursed? How do I break the curse? What happened? Why was I cursed? Seriously? You're really going to ask that? I wouldn't have asked if I knew the answer. 'Cause she's a little princess. You have such a temper on you. Very well. This one's got a simple answer. It's because you're a cold-hearted, cruel, wicked princess who deserves to be punished. Delora. A curse is the only way to force you to change your horrid ways. Delora, you could have put that more nicely. I'm pretty sure I was already being nice. Change? Why do I need to change? Are you completely unaware of how heartless you are to other people? The coldness you showed to your stepfamily and your father? The way you treat Princess Emmeline? Why would they need to be treated any differently? You need to prove that you have some goodness in you, princess. Some smidge of kindness. Why? People only show you kindness when they want something from you. The instant they get what they want, they'll just throw you away. What else would you like to know? How do I break the curse? The necklace you've got is one of Cinderella's glass slippers. To break the curse, you must get the second slipper, complete the pair. And how do I do that? By doing 3 good deeds. What? It's a very easy thing to do. At least, for someone who knows how to be good. 3 good deeds? What does that even mean? I wouldn't even know where to start. Take heart, princess. Goodness is innate to everyone. Are you sure that's the case with this one? Delora, you are not helping. I am a witch, and I think I have more goodness in my big toe than she has in her entire body. Now you're just being mean. For every good deed you accomplish, you will get a piece of glass slipper. When you've gotten all 3, you can complete the pair, and the curse will break. Simple. I suggest you start by polishing that attitude of yours. What else would you like to know? What happens if I don't break the curse? I think you know the answer to that one already, Princess. What else would you like to know? Why are you two working together? To answer that, we'll have to give you a bit of a history lesson. Okay. Oh, I've got this. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. Dramatics aside, there is one crystal in the kingdom called the Crystallum Lucis. It is powered by happiness and love. The other is the Crystallum Tenebrara, powered by the fear and anger. The strongest of the witches is the Tenebrarum bearer. The strongest of the fairies is the Lucis bearer. Parfait is the Lucis bearer. I take in Parfait's frail and sickly appearance. She is the strongest fairy? The Great War greatly damaged me. My powers are a fraction of what they used to be. And with no child, I have no successor to my burden. What does a bearer do? The bearer regulates the energy of the crystals and keeps the balance between darkness and light. For centuries, the fairies and witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. Until a certain human decided to be a pest. Who was he? I knew him as Hans Gabriel Grimm. He wrote the fairy tales. And he started the feud between the witches and the fairies in the process. How could a single person have so much power? It was the power of his words. In Grimm's stories, the witches were always evil. The humans naturally grew to fear and hate them. They began to hunt them. Didn't the witches fight back? We aren't allowed to use our powers to cause harm. But that all changed when the Tenebrarum bearer decided revenge was more important than our promise. The witches took over the kingdom. They created the fairy tale curse to spread even more sadness and anger, to fill the human heart with negative emotions. All to fuel the power of the Tenebrarum. The delicate balance of harmony between the crystals was broken. The witches in the Tenebrarum grew far stronger than they were ever meant to be. We had no choice but to fight. And then the Great War happened. The Tenebrarum bearer was eventually defeated. The Great War had ended with the help of an unexpected ally, but many lives were lost. The good witches suffered horribly. We still have to stay hidden in hopes of having any kind of peace. Are you trying to make me believe that there are good witches? The Tenebrarum can poison a heart and mind into darkness and cruelty. The witches put themselves at risk in working with the Tenebrarum, in maintaining harmony. Some, inevitably, were corrupted. Many good witches were corrupted during the war. Most remained that way. Many do not believe it, but witches can be just as kind as fairies. And yet, it wasn't the fairy that cursed me. I've done good by cursing you, Princess. You'll thank me when you've broken it. If Delora was not corrupted by the Tenebrarum, she's as good as they come. Hopefully you'll come to see that for yourself. I doubt it. Apart from my own inherent goodness, Parfait and I are working together because we have a common goal, which is to restore the balance between darkness and light. 3 good deeds and I get my life back. Easier said than done. You said Cinderella, didn't you? Didn't she just go to a ball and find a prince? What does doing good have to do with that? Going to a ball, finding a prince. That is all so old-fashioned. No fun in that. Cinderella is a girl with a pure heart. She's always willing to help others, even when they are cruel to her. Anyway, I have brought some clothes for you. I'll leave them on the table. We'll be waiting outside. There are some people I'd like you to meet. I cannot believe this. I look down at my neatly bandaged feet. I have to admit that while sore, they are nowhere near as painful as they had been 2 days before. Here's some salve I made for you. It'll help with the pain. Why would she even care? I was the reason she lost her job at the palace. Oh, she probably doesn't remember me as the princess. But still, she has no reason to do such things for me. I ignore the salve for the time being and gingerly stand up, testing my feet for pain. The injury is definitely healing. I slowly walk over to the table and change into the clothes that have been left there. The dress is nowhere near as luxurious as the ones I used to wear in the palace, but still it is far improved from my rags. All my life, I've never had to lift a finger. And now, I will not let them see how much they have rattled me. I refuse to break. Just watch me. I will free myself from this curse. What is this place? There are several people in the room, chatting amiably with each other. I noticed the girl that had left me the salve by the counter, serving drinks. But as soon as the people in the room notice me, the room falls into immediate silence. Well, look at what we have here, the Ice Princess herself. Huh? They know who I am? I didn't think it was true. Cursed for her cold-heartedness, as to be expected. You remember who I am, and yet you still treat me like this? Well, you aren't really a princess anymore, are you? You're one of us now, girl. Everyone, please, you shouldn't be treating a newcomer like this. Princess, let me apologize. They mean no offense. I cannot believe that. Not when the people Parfait is referring to simply smirk and shrug as I meet their gazes. What is this place? Welcome to the Marchen Tavern. Marchen Tavern? A home for those with a fairy tale curse. Oh, fun. You make it sound like some kind of holiday house. Don't ruin my moment, Delora. Marchen Tavern? The Marchen was built 3 years ago, when the number of cursed in Angel continued to rise. The goal is to gather those affected so that they might help each other break their curse. Of course, I am also here to provide help as necessary. Only the cursed and those allied with our cause can stay here. The evil and wicked can never find this place. Most of the people here are cursed. How come these people remember who I am? The cursed are not affected by the conditions of someone else's curse. Your condition is simple. Everyone has forgotten you are the crown princess. But because these people here are cursed, they still remember your title. It goes without saying that fairies and witches are also not affected. Come, princess, let me introduce you to the few boarders we have at the Marchen. Parfait beckons at the serving girl over. This is Anais. She helps out in the Marchen and does most of the cooking. I'm sure you understand why she's working here now. I believe she deserves an apology. Miss Delora, what are you talking about? Don't you worry your sweet little head over it. You don't remember what this Ice Princess did to you. Huh? I have nothing to apologize for. Clumsiness does not befit a palace maid. I only did what was necessary. Well, it's nice to meet you, Princess. I'm Anais Willow. I hope we get along. Really? This is how you're going to start doing good? I don't believe I asked for your opinion. Please, you two, no fighting. I hold my tongue as Parfait leads me to two people whose faces are incredibly familiar. They are faces I have seen in the palace before. This is Jurien Valiente and Garland Burlot. How did you know? Both of you were in the Order of Caldera. That's such a weird one to pronounce. I don't know why I have so much trouble with that. And that's right. They were two of Sir Alcester's best knights. It was a big surprise when they both left a year ago. I only found out recently that it was because they acted against Sir Alcester's orders. They were stripped of their titles and dishonorably discharged from the service. What are you two doing here? We help the fairies. They and Anais are exceptions, and are allowed in this tavern without the curse. Jurien and Garland lend us their strength to help protect the Marchen. Protect? From the witches. They'd do anything to make sure their curses remain unbroken. And what about you? I am an exception. Also, I'm good. You keep forgetting the good part. Remember, not all witches are evil. Your curse is a test. A test? Originally, the wicked were cursed so that they could learn to change. Their curses were meant to teach them a lesson. I'm hoping your curse will teach you a lesson too, Ice Princess. I really am only trying to help you. I don't need you to show me how to change. I just want my life back. Well, to do that, you'll have to break the curse. Try and make some friends, Princess. They might be able to help you break your curse. Oh, I'd love to hang around and watch the princess try to be friendly. We have work to do, Delora. Fine. Try not to make any more enemies, Princess. The instant Parfait and Delora leave the room, the temperature drops several degrees. Now that I am alone, I feel the cold stares return. Disgust, contempt. As if I'm the reason they are cursed and they have to take refuge in this Marken in the first place. Make friends? All I've ever had are my dolls. I've never needed friends. I'll break this curse on my own. I was told it was rude to stare. One man suddenly stands up, the anger apparent on his face. His hands clench and unclench into fists as he glares at me pointedly. Jurian and Garland place themselves in front of me, shielding me from the man. You know the rules. What happens in the past stays in the past. And no one is allowed to harm anyone else in the Marken. If you cannot comply, you are no longer welcome here. No matter, the Ice Princess will get what is coming to her. He throws one last glare my way before sitting down again. Break the rules and you'll get what's coming to you. That goes for everyone here. Jurian's tone is cold and firm. There is no doubt that she means what she says. So these are the great knights of the Order of Caldera. The Marken begins to settle down, and everyone eventually goes back to their conversations and meals. I walk towards an empty table, realizing that I am being deliberately ignored. I become immersed in my thoughts as I sit down. One thought, however, comes to me immediately. They hate me. They hate me somehow, when I've only ever left the palace twice in my life. How did this happen? The only people who treated me with any respect were Anais, Jurian, and Garland. Is it because they cannot remember who I am? Maybe being in the Marken is not such a good idea. I doubt anyone here wants to help me break my curse. They'd probably rather see me suffer under its weight. 3 good deeds? How am I supposed to complete 3 when I do not know if I can even accomplish 1? May I join you? I look up and stare in shock at the beautiful lady from the toy shop. Her beauty still manages to take my breath away. What is she doing here? You're in the toy shop. Ah, yes. I was there picking up some items for a friend. I am humbled you still remember me. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Miss Karma. Your name is Karma? A suitable name for someone as beautiful as me, no? Sparkle, sparkle. Karma, your narcissism is going to scare the princess away. Oh, you are that magician boy. Boy? Oh, how appropriate. Boy. Call me that one more time and I'll ruin that pretty face of yours. You wouldn't hit a lady. How savage. Anyway, I'm Waltz Cresswell. I have the Neverland curse. What about you, Princess? What's your fairy tale curse? Does everyone share what their curse is? We talk about it freely in the Marken. The whole point is helping each other break our curses, after all. Hard to do that if we keep our fairy tales quiet. He pauses, then narrows his eyes slightly. Well, some people keep their fairy tales a secret. He eyes Karma briefly, cocking an eyebrow. The smile never leaves Karma's face. Has anyone managed to break their curse? I've been told that a few have. A few? That's not very reassuring. Well, at least the curses can be broken. I cannot particularly say that reassures me either. What ails you, darling? Is it your curse? You can talk to us about it. Tell us what it is. Cinderella. Oh, goodness. Cinderella. That explains the nature of your curse. It's only been reversed, hasn't it? Only it's been reversed, hasn't it? Riches to rags. That's one way of putting it. Karma, you're not helping. You really are better off ignoring him, Princess. He mostly speaks nonsense. Oh, so it is a guy. He... Princess. Parfait's voice takes me by surprise. I hadn't even noticed her enter the room again. May I speak with you? I'd like you to meet someone, though I'm sure you already know him quite well. Rod. So you really are cursed. I was told the one that gave Sebi to Rod. Oh, I was the one that gave Sebi to Rod so that he still had some way to voice his opinions. Sebi. It's short for Sebastian. Cute, isn't it? It's nice to meet you, princess. Sebi's voice changes when it greets me. The tone it uses is lower whenever it speaks for Rod. Perhaps that is what Rod's voice actually sounds like. Man, no, I want to keep giving him the squeaky voice. Wait, if he remembers me, does that mean the mermaid's curse? What? That's my curse. Rod has been mute all this time because he is cursed? Does everyone else know? Obviously, they're my family. Even the king? He knows as well. So am I the only one you never told? I didn't think you'd particularly care either way. He's not wrong. Yet I cannot believe I did not know. I was left out once again. What are you doing here? I've been trying to help Rod with his curse. That's why he comes to the market from time to time. But I don't even want... Anyway, I only came here today to confirm that you were truly cursed. I wanted to see it with my own eyes. It was a big surprise when I woke up one day and you weren't in the palace. An even bigger surprise when I found out no one remembered you. It's been days since I was cursed. I wonder, how are things in the palace? Livelier, happier. Happier? I've never seen my family happier than they are now. I'd say it's a good thing you weren't princess anymore. I'd always thought Rod didn't really care about me regardless, but this is the truth? So that's how you truly feel? So I have to be cursed for you to open up about how you truly feel? The only reason I didn't say anything earlier was because Emmeline didn't want me to. I'm happier too, now that you're gone. I don't have to pretend to like you anymore. I'm going to return to the palace now. Wow, what a jerk. I'm gone and they're all happier. Your very existence has been erased in the palace. They've never known you. That doesn't mean they're happy without you. Even the king. What did I expect? Why did you bring me here? The people in Marken, I shouldn't have left you alone in here. I'm sorry. You know how they felt about me. What have I ever done to them? Now, isn't the right time to explain. When will it ever be the right time? So many things have already happened to you. I need you to be patient, Kendali. Has the prince already left? Yes, he has. Princess, we'll talk about this later. For now, you must focus on breaking your curse. Did I miss something? No. Right. Maybe the fairy is right. I don't think I'm ready to find out how I made so many people hate me. Well, Parfait, I think it is time we get down to business. What should we do with her? What are you talking about? You, of course. You've got nowhere to go, right? She is right. I think back to the days I spent on the streets and shiver. I will do anything so long as I don't have to go back there. The princess can stay at Marken with me and the rest of my boarders. I'd almost forgotten what hope felt like. But you'll have to work in exchange for a room. I celebrated too soon. What? Magic has its limitations, just like anything else. Money doesn't appear out of thin air, not even for a fairy. The Marken doesn't attract many customers since only the cursed and a few others can enter. I sell my potions here and there, but I have several hungry mouths to feed and my funds are tight. I thought fairies lived in luxury. Parfait, are you broke? Ouch, even the Ice Princess can tell. And yet you still take people in? That's always been how Parfait operates. She's good-natured to a fault. I'm told suffocating beneath my debt will be what kills me. Why don't you just leave? I assume you make enough gold to take care of yourself. Leave someone who's in need of help? I could never. And that, princess, is how goodness works. How goodness works? It's not as if I accept freeloaders. All my boarders help me run the Marken and do errands. The princess has never worked a day in her life. I doubt she'll be useful. If karma can be useful, anyone can. I've yet to see karma be anything but useless. Princess, you're more than welcome to stay if you're willing to help out. It's the least you can do in exchange for a roof over your head and 3 meals a day. Oh, and shoes. Do I even have a choice? I toss and turn in bed, unable to fall asleep. The mattress is hard and the sheets are itchy. Nothing at all like the bed I had in the palace. What I would give for my old bed again. For any of the comforts of home. I miss my dolls. Lady Parfait! Lady Parfait! I sit up immediately. What's going on? I leave my room to investigate. Some of the other marking boarders, Waltz, Jerian, and Garland, are sitting at the settee looking anxious. What's happening? Sorry, did we wake you? No, but the noises Garland was making would have woken the dead. Jerian and I found an injured man while we were doing our rounds. We brought him here. An injured man? Wait, what were you doing outside? It's almost 1 in the morning. Nothing you need to worry about. Lady Parfait and Anais are tending to the man now. These people, will they just help anyone they find on the streets? What if the man is dangerous? Do you think the witches got to him? It's possible. We'll have to find out when he wakes up. I wonder is it Fitz? I hope it's Fitz. I like Fitz the most, I think. The next day, Parfait reveals that the man only suffered minor head injuries. She says that she expects him to wake soon. I look at the tray of food in my hands. Anais has asked me to bring it to the stranger in the room while she finishes the rest of her cooking. I would never have been asked to do this at the palace. Goodness, what has that poor tray done to you? Goodness, what's that poor tray done to you to deserve that look? I must say that it is odd to see the princess doing something nice for someone. What do you want? I have something to ask the man that was brought in last night. Seeing as you're being good enough to deliver the breakfast, I thought I'd just tag along with you. If you're going, just bring the tray up yourself. You are not in any position to delegate your duties to me, Miss Kindali. Come on, our guest must be famished. Seeing no way out, I follow Delora to the spare room the man had been put in. Come in. And who is it? Oh, okay. It's this guy. I thought the man would have been old, but to my surprise he looks young, probably in his early 20s. He seems lost in reverie as he stares at a small notebook. Good morning. Good to see you're awake and breathing. The man looks up at her when she speaks. The instant he sees us, his eyes widen. Why is he staring at us like that? Am I dead? What? I'm in heaven, or maybe you two are angels that have fallen out of it? I see. What can a humble gentleman like myself do for you, lovely ladies? Sparkle, sparkle. Oh, you could join me on this bed. It's very comfortable and there's plenty of room for the both of you. Wow. I'll follow your lead on this one, princess. Princess? Ah, of course. Such a beautiful lady could only be a princess. Look at the noble way you hold up the tray. Throw the tray at him. Can I throw the tray at him? I'm tempted to let you. Feisty as well. Oh, be still, my beating heart. Sparkle, sparkle. Huh? Oh, he's awake. Ah. Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. Oh my gosh. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of 3 of you at once. Wow. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided he'd had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Dora, patience. He may not even be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head, after all. The man finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What? You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here? If he knows, then he's... Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. It can only mean one thing if he recognizes Ice Princess. What's your name, good sir? I would answer any question you ask of me, ma'am, but... The man looks down at the notebook in his hand. I don't remember. Amnesia? I know everything about NGL, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse. Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse. Fairy tale curse. Do you remember how to break it? From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries. He shows us the notebook he's been holding onto since we've entered the room. My first memory is of waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information here, but it's empty. Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Kindali will leave your breakfast here, and we'll give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Alright, I'm gonna leave the episode here. Got a little longer than I intended. Yeah, I'm really liking this so far. I love fairy tales, and this has gone definitely an unexpected route. And I'm just really loving the story so far, and the characters, and I'm having fun with a lot of the voices. I hope you guys will join me next time around. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.